Experience more of the divine. Bette Midler, July 15th and 16th at Meadowlands Arena, July 18th and 19th at Nassau Coliseum. Call Ticketmaster now.
Back now, 8 o'clock on a Friday morning, heading into a holiday weekend. This is the first morning of July of 94, and some of the good folks have joined us outside the window in order to kick off the holiday weekend here in Studio 1A. If you're wondering what they're looking at up top, we've got monitors all the way along on both sides here with speakers out there. There it is. And you see the ticker moving underneath. That accounts for the red reflection that you see behind us every time we're inside. Just kind of a little explanation of what's going on inside here. Anyway, out front along with Katie Couric, I'm Bryant, Gumbel. We're going to go to Matt Lauer in just a little bit for the update on the O.J. Simpson case. And then after that, we'll continue to talk of that case with a former investigator for the L.A.P.D. who thinks the department's done a pretty good job. Katie?
Bryant, in this half hour, Jamie Gangel will report on the political gains made by the religious right in local elections around the country. And then a little bit later in the hour, Alec Baldwin, who opens today in the new movie called The Shadow.
You dig roller coasters?
I do like roller coasters.
I love them. Our gadget guru is going to show us some of the new ones that are around the country and take us on a ride, too. Let's go to the news desk. 8:01, Matt Lauer.
Bryant, Katie, thank you very much. Good morning again, everyone. O.J. Simpson will be back in court in Los Angeles today as a preliminary hearing moves into a second day. Meantime, police in Chicago are sending knife fragments to Los Angeles, where investigators will try and find out whether they're connected to the Simpson case. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell has details and a look at day one of the preliminary hearing.
A discovery at Chicago's O'Hare Airport could be a development in the Simpson case. Part of a knife was found in an American Airlines waste tank. Chicago police will turn over the handle and small piece of blade to Los Angeles authorities to see if there is any connection to the slayings. Simpson flew to Chicago the night of the murders. The Chicago knife surfaced after the first day and first surprise of the preliminary hearing, the revelation that O.J. Simpson bought a knife. That was the stunning testimony from a cutlery store owner and his salesman.
Mr. Camacho came to the back where I was, and he handed me the knife and told me that the customer wished to have it sharpened.
He paid me with a $100 bill.
A cash transaction?
In cash, yes.
The sale was May 3rd, 5 weeks before the killings. There's no receipt showing Simpson bought the knife, but the witnesses said it was like this one, 15 inches long, and that fits the coroner's description of the murder weapon. A new search took detectives to a vacant lot not far from both Simpson's home and the murder scene. They left with evidence bags, but without comment. The witnesses who claimed Simpson bought a knife revealed something else that could damage their credibility. They admitted selling their story to a newspaper tabloid after first telling what they know to investigators.
The problem is that people are human, and when these tabloids come around with all these large sums of money, it's very understandable that they're going to be tempted.
Today, witnesses will be called to describe the murder scene. Kelly O'Donnell, NBC News, Los Angeles.
And NBC News will bring you live coverage today as the preliminary hearing continues, beginning at noon Eastern Time. And tonight, NBC News will have a one-hour special, The People versus O.J. Simpson, wrapping up today's hearing, and that will begin at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Women's groups are applauding a Supreme Court decision limiting abortion protests, and anti-abortion activists say they might ignore it. The court ruled that demonstrators must stay at least 36 feet away from clinics.
It is extremely important that this case has been handed down. It establishes that a woman doesn't have to walk a gauntlet in order to exercise her right to abortion.
Pro-life activists will not allow the Supreme Court to tell us where we can express our free speech rights. Will it be challenged? You bet it will.
The court vote was 6-3. Chief Justice William Rehnquist says the ruling does not severely restrict free speech, but Justice Scalia says it does. Former television preacher Jim Bakker is heading to a North Carolina halfway house after serving jail time. Bakker was convicted of swindling $150 million from followers of his PTL club. He served over 4 years in prison. The U.S. Figure Skating Association has thrown the book at Tonya Harding. It punished her as severely as it's able for her role in the attack on rival skater Nancy Kerrigan. We have more now from Roger O'Neill.
It wasn't a trial, but a special panel of the U.S. Figure Skating Association has convicted Tonya Harding on all counts, finding her guilty of violating the ethics of good sportsmanship. The disgraced skater was stripped of her 1994 national figure skating title and banned for life from participating in any event sanctioned or sponsored by the Amateur Skating Association, which include many professional events.
Ms. Harding's actions as they related to the assault on Nancy Kerrigan evidence a clear disregard for fairness, good sportsmanship, and ethical behavior. The panel further concluded that such actions are clearly detrimental to the welfare of figure skating and sport.
Harding, who admitted helping in a cover-up of the Kerrigan attack, a plea bargain to possibly more serious charges, is now doing community service in her hometown of Portland. She chose not to defend herself before the Skating Association panel and, in fact, has dropped her membership in it. The taking away of her title and the lifetime ban were the toughest of all possible sanctions the Skating Association could have taken. Ms. Harding does have 30 days to appeal, or she could go to court. Roger O'Neill, NBC News, Denver.
At 8:05, that's the news. Let's go back over to Katie and Bryant.
All right. Thanks very much, Matt. We're going to... Sorry.
Gesundheit.
Well, I was about to. Let's go on outside. Al Roker is out in the plaza, sitting in, standing in, working for, substituting, pinch hitting. Albert.
Mon frere. And where's Phil Rizzuto when you need him? I mean, is that a cow or is that a cow? Holy cow! That's right. I think it's a little upset about all the Dryer's ice cream we've been using. Anyway, all righty, move it on there. No bovine in the plaza, move it on. Okay, we got a bunch of folks here. Where are you guys from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
And you came down for, I'm guessing?
Barbara.
Barbara.
That's right.
How many times have you seen her?
Just this one time.
And then you're going a couple more times?
Yes, you got it.
How many did you pay for tickets?
You don't want to know.
How much? Come on.
No.
How much? Come on. Come on.
2,000.
Jeez! 2,000. I wish I had friends like you. Fabulous. You want to say hi to somebody?
I want to say hi to my friends and family in South Carolina.
All righty. Let's go. Got a big sign here.
Hi. Our family in Meadville, Pennsylvania, and all our friends.
All righty. And you got a birthday wish?
Yep. Happy birthday, Mom.
What's Mom's name?
Lorraine.
Hey, can we swing around? There's Mom there. She's waving.
Right over
Maybe
there.
they can swing around right over there. There's Mom. Wave, Mom. Happy birthday. There you go. Okay. Very nice. Okay, we got everybody in there, and we got rid of the cow, so that's good. Let's check out your weather for you, see what's going on. Hey, water temperatures. Ooh, hanging 10. Look out. Belmar, New Jersey, 57 degrees. That's nice form. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 82. Miami Beach, 85. Mission Beach, California, 71. Your weather for today, we've got some heavy thunderstorms in the Central Plains. Could be tornadoes. Got to keep an eye out for that. Slight risk of storms from the Great Lakes back into the plains. Showers in the southeast. Sunshine here in the northeast, although some clouds up in New England, and our Barbara fans have clouds too. Showers in Seattle and lots of sunshine. The heat wave continues in the west. No relief in sight. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Okay, Al, good weekend ahead for the country. Yes, indeed. Live shot, sunshine at 8:07 now. The time we are looking very good. It is now 69 degrees in Central Park with sunny skies. We're going to go up to a high of 86 degrees. Notice no rain showers in today's forecast. Saturday up to 90, plenty of sunshine, hazy, hot, and humid for Sunday and Monday. Highs in the low 90s, chance of late-day scattered thunderstorms here and there. Now let's go back down to our own surfer, Al Roker.
That's your latest weather. Now here's Brian.
All right, Al, thanks very much. As we continue our coverage of the O.J. Simpson case, we turn now to the investigation that is still being conducted by the Los Angeles Police Department. In our Burbank Bureau is Jack White, retired L.A.P.D. commander and former head investigator for the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office. Commander White, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure you saw part of yesterday's opening of the hearing, or at least heard or read accounts of it. Your impressions?
Well, a lot of it was just procedural. Again, as has been said before, a great part of that could have been handled by the lawyers outside of the court without taking up the court's time, but I don't think that case is going to be this way.
Let's talk about the prosecution's first witness of the preliminary hearing, Michelle Kessler from the L.A.P.D. Crime Lab. What did you think of her testimony? She did not seem very well prepared.
Well, she came there, I believe, to testify more about the procedures and things of that nature than she did actually to get into the detail of it, about what they were going to divide and what they couldn't divide. And she seemed to be in that area more. She didn't seem very well prepared. I don't know the reason for that.
Does that surprise you?
Yes, it surprised me.
To date, you, I understand, think the LAPD's performance in this investigation has been pretty good. Why?
Well, I think they went out in the middle of the night. They had a murder. They moved on it. I don't really know all the detail of the investigation yet. I know that this is a specialized unit, a very outstanding investigative unit, and they're working as investigators do, they did get a lot of documents. Now, there are some indications that some mistakes were made. This is not uncommon in an investigation that moves this quickly.
It's been charged that they searched O.J.'s home without a warrant on the night in question, and at that time came away with, I think the number is 34 pieces of evidence that are now in dispute. How and why would they have proceeded without a warrant? Do you consider that a mistake?
Well, I haven't heard the result of that is yet to be decided by the judge, whether it was a mistake or not. It appears from what I've seen that they went to the crime scene, they were briefed by the people at the crime scene, they gleaned certain information from there, and then they proceeded to the home of O.J. Simpson. And they stated in their search warrant they went there for the purpose of notifying O.J. Simpson, and during the process of that they made certain observations that caused them to go into the residence. And they have not yet acknowledged, I don't think, in the investigation that they climbed the fence. That was an allegation made in the motion by the defense attorneys.
As a veteran viewing this from a distance, what have been your thoughts? Are the authorities missing anything?
Are they missing anything on...
that might seem obvious to you in terms of search?
No, I don't believe so. I think that at the outset of the search, the fact that they came back to the house a second time might indicate they missed something on the first go-around.
At this point, if they find anything, will it diminish its value as evidence?
I would say it would,
because they're so far past the point of the murders?
Well, that depends on what it is they find and under what circumstances. That certainly could diminish its value. It certainly could make it worthless.
Let's go on outside and see what kind of questions we have out there. Our first guest is Marcia from Virginia. Marcia, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question for Commander White?
I was just wondering if they had investigated any other possibilities that someone else could have committed the crime, and if they have not, why haven't they?
Probably the man that knows the most about this investigation is the senior detective in charge. He has all of the evidence. He's been coordinating the case from the very beginning, and I imagine he has at this time come to some conclusions. And it appears as though there's one suspect been arrested and only one primary suspect in the offense itself. Had they been looking for other people, I believe that would be pretty obvious to us, and it doesn't seem like they are at this point. They are still searching for other evidence, but my guess is that he is satisfied that that's the only person involved.
All right. Commander Jack White out in L.A., thank you very much for being with us, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good holiday weekend.
All right, sir. Thank you.
We're coming up on 8:13, and we're back in just a moment to see why Bill Clinton is taking dead aim at the fanatics of the religious right. We'll get to that after this.
If you lust for power, try this. 1,340 cc's of rolling thunder. It's called Harley-Davidson, and you'll find it in all its glory at Southeast Harley in Cleveland, where you can get anything from an FXR to a BLT. But if you go, bring your love of the two-lane blacktop and your Visa card, because at Southeast Harley, they'll take you to hog heaven, but they won't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Forget the beach. Forget the park. If you want to see real fireworks, don't miss Color Tile's 4th of July savings explosion. DuPont Stainmaster Plus, just $9.99 install. Ceramic tile right now, up to 63% off. Armstrong Solarian, every square foot, every square yard, up to 32% off. Wood plank, $2.99. Wall covering, up to 40% off. Level door mini blinds, buy one, get 3 free. Color Tile, savings so hot, they're exploding. Sale ends Monday. Act now.
Oh, what a morning. Why are these things always so early? I'm starving. No time for breakfast. What do you expect? You're going to be hungry, of course. What's this? A Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bar. Isn't this for health nuts? I mean, am I going to like it? That's the question.
Delicious crust with whole grain, no preservatives, and filling with real fruit.
Apple cinnamon. I love it. But of course, it's from Kellogg. They do cereal, they do breakfast. It all tastes great. Mrs. Doyle, good morning. How's my son?
Great student. Just talks too much.
Talks too much. I never noticed that. I never noticed
Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars. Start your morning off right.
Gotta talk about talking too much because you don't want to.
So, what do you think? Dentures? If they were, think I'd let you get this close? Maybe if I'd used Efferdent, then there'd be no stains or odor.
So effervescent, so effective.
Blueberry pie.
Your secret is safe with Efferdent.
You know what I hate? Pain. That's why I love Aspercream. And now I love Aspercream even more. You know why? It's got aloe to soothe my skin. When I get minor muscle aches, I just rub an Aspercream right where it hurts. I get fast relief and it lasts for hours. Lucky for me, Aspercream is odor-free. You think I want to smell like a medicine chest? Hey, next time you have pain, try Aspercream with aloe. Why live with pain? You're going to love it. Aspercream does not contain aspirin.
Dear Midas, around 6 p.m., while driving with my kids, my brakes went out. I went to the nearest service station.
Gee, we're closed.
I went to another place.
Sorry.
Then I found Midas. Paul and Don said,
We wouldn't want you to drive your car home like this.
We'll fix it now.
That's what I call service. They even told us where to get some hot dogs. Thanks a million. Holly Rush.
When President Clinton attacked religious broadcaster Jerry Falwell last week, he added to a debate that's been raging around the country over the growing power of religious conservatives in the political process. Our national correspondent Jamie Gangel is in Washington this morning with a report. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. Supporters of the religious right say this fight is about bigotry and Christian bashing. Critics say these are radical extremists hiding behind religion. But everyone agrees that they've become a powerful force.
While the religious right has been active in politics for years, many voters were turned off after this speech at the Republican convention.
There is a religious war going on in this country.
But after little success on the national level, the religious right changed its strategy. Instead of focusing on the White House, dozens of groups started working on local elections.
I'd appreciate your vote next Tuesday.
At the forefront, Pat Robertson's Christian Coalition.
The Christian Coalition is a grassroots endeavor. We're committed to giving Christians a voice in their government again. One neighborhood at a time, one city at a time, one state at a time.
And it's worked. Across the country, religious conservatives now dominate more than 2,000 school boards, some in conservative states like Florida, but they've also had unexpected victories in states like New York.
And we're encouraging people to run for school boards, city council, state legislature, county commission, even zoning board.
And they've had several high-profile victories. In Minnesota, the religious right candidate for governor won his party's endorsement, trouncing the incumbent governor and bitterly splitting the Republican Party.
This is our party. Why shouldn't I be here? I've carried water for the elephant as far back as I can remember.
Religious right candidates have also won 2 special congressional elections in Oklahoma.
I do.
And in Kentucky.
It was your faith, it was your prayers, it was your support.
Ron Lewis, a former pastor and Christian bookstore owner, won a seat that's been held by Democrats for 129 years. And in Virginia, religious conservatives helped Oliver North win the Republican Senate nomination.
Friends, what we're beginning here today is much more than just one more political campaign. It's the beginning of a new movement.
In the past, the religious right has concentrated on social issues like abortion and gay rights. But while those are still front and center, the agenda has expanded.
What we're trying to do is legislate not our religious beliefs, which are personal and are private. We're trying to legislate our public policy views. Tougher laws against crime and drugs, school choice, balanced budget amendment, the right of kids to pray, protection of unborn life. These are public policy views.
But those views, and perhaps more importantly, conservative victories at the polls, have caused a Washington feeding frenzy.
Republicans are being forced to the fringes by the aggressive political tactics of the religious right.
I thought that religious bigotry had long since been retired from the political arena. Apparently, I was wrong.
In a speech to a gay conference, Surgeon General Joycelyn Elders attacked the, quote, unchristian religious right. In response, 87 Republican congressmen called for her resignation. Even President Clinton jumped in during a radio talk show.
They say that anybody that doesn't agree with them is godless. Anyone who doesn't agree with them is not a good Christian.
The religious right has also divided the Republican Party. Senator Arlen Specter was recently heckled for invoking the separation of church and state.
Okay, I'm prepared for that.
We are not engaged in a holy war. We are engaged in American politics.
But staunch conservatives don't seem worried.
Let me tell you something, my friends. It is not the Christians who are going to be fed to the lions in November. It is the Democratic Party.
Despite the rhetoric, both sides say this is about hardball politics, not religion.
We're the ones who go out and lick the envelopes, ring the doorbells, burn the shoe leather in the precincts, man the phone banks, and we've earned our right to participate.
And they do. Depending on who you ask, anywhere from 5 to 15 Republican state parties, like Texas, are dominated by religious conservatives. Privately, Republicans express concern, but publicly, the party line is that it's the Democrats who are running scared.
This is transparent. Everybody understands that they are trying to change the subject to demonize those dangerous churchgoers and to get off the fact that what President Clinton proposes in health care and tax policy and everything else is so unpopular that Democratic candidates are running from him like scalded dogs.
The Democrats, no surprise, say it's the Republicans' problem.
We say to the radical right, welcome to the fray. You wanted to be in politics, you're in politics. So now we're going to have a debate.
They say you're Christian bashing.
I don't think we're Christian bashing at all. We're Christians too. I'm a Christian, and I'm a Democrat.
The political test will come in November, when the voters will have their say.
Democrats have to worry that they don't stay labeled as Christian bashing, Katie. Republicans have to worry they don't risk turning off those independents who are frequently the swing vote.
Or more moderate Republicans as well, Jamie.
Exactly.
Will the Democrats continue, you think, criticizing the religious right between now and November?
I think you may see President Clinton take a step back. He was criticized a lot for what he did, but the Democratic Party, definitely.
A lot of people thought he should leave those kind of comments to his lieutenants, didn't they?
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
This year's biggest Tony winner. Breathtaking, says the Daily News. Beautifully sung, heart-stoppingly acted, says Gannett. This is Rodgers and Hammerstein at their most lyrical, most romantic. Carousel at Lincoln Center Theater. Call Telecharge.
You thought smoking pot would take you places you'd never been. So how come you're going nowhere?
Back now, 8:30 on this Friday morning. We're playing a little Palisades Park because we're going to go roller coaster riding in this half hour. Our gadget guru, Andy Carr, is going to take us on some of the better rides that are out there. This isn't really a roller coaster, but this is a water coaster, something called the Dragon Blaster, that Andy's going to be showing us, demonstrating just a little bit later. Why don't those kids look thrilled? Yeah, I was going to say, where are they?
They're through the tubes now.
Something tells me this spot needs work. We're going to try to refine it. Anyway, coming by right now, outside our studios here in 1A, is Andrea Martin. Hello, Andrea. Good morning. Happy birthday, Jack.
I feel like Marcel Marceau out here. She'll be walking against the wind. All of a sudden, I feel like this is my boy's birthday. He's 13 years old today. It's the first time I've never spent a birthday in L.A.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, that's terrific. I hope he's watching.
Day. Yes, I'm going to wake him up when I get home.
Outstanding.
That's
nice.
Right, because he'll see it a little bit later. You can warn him.
You got it.
Yeah, Andrea, you're doing Shakespeare at the park right now,
yes,
Mary Wise of Windsor.
Yes.
You're playing Mistress Quickly?
Mistress Quickly. Not to be confused with Mrs. Prickly, another character. I was scared I was going to get out there and go, I forsooth. Hello, my liege.
You also are going to be seen a lot in the fall, yes?
Yes, I'm going to do the Martin Short Show. Yes, on NBC.
So what's your role in it?
Probably the wacky neighbor. I don't know. I'm going to be on his. It's like half variety, half sitcom. So I'll be on his television show and a friend, and I don't know.
That's nice.
That sounds fun.
Andrea, take care. Have a great holiday weekend.
I'm just going to be hanging out here. So anytime you want to cut back.
Good to see you.
I got no place to go.
I watch you all the time on Sesame Street.
Oh, it's my favorite gig, as they say in the music world. Thank you. I love you, Jack.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Pressing ahead, we're going to have the bye-bye, Andrew. Okay. We're going to hear from Alec Baldwin, too. Let's go to the news desk, 8:32. Here's Matt Lauer.
Bryant, Katie, thank you very much. Good morning again, everyone. Authorities are trying to determine whether parts of a knife found at Chicago's O'Hare Airport are connected to the O.J. Simpson case. The fragments were found in an airline's waste tank. Authorities have been searching O'Hare because Simpson flew there the night his ex-wife and another man were murdered. Much of the testimony at Simpson's pretrial hearing has centered on a knife that Simpson purchased several weeks before the murders. But authorities say the knife parts found in Chicago could have come from any one of dozens of planes. NBC News will bring you live coverage as the preliminary hearing continues. It'll begin at noon Eastern time today. And tonight, NBC News will have a one-hour special, The People versus O.J. Simpson, wrapping up today's hearing. That begins at 8 o'clock Eastern time. This is homecoming day for Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. After nearly 30 years in exile, Arafat is paying an emotional visit to Palestinian-controlled Gaza. He says that while in the region, he hopes to visit Jerusalem, a move that Israeli officials say they'll strongly resist. There is a report today of another tragedy at sea involving Haitian refugees. According to journalists in Haiti, it happened when police fired warning shots at a sailboat loaded with refugees. Some 200 people were knocked overboard in the panic that followed. At least 30 of those drowned. The Coast Guard says it has intercepted some 200 rickety boats in the past week. About 5,000 refugees aboard the vessels are being taken to the U.S. naval base at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, for processing. Here are some other stories to be watching during this day ahead. Former TV evangelist Jim Bakker today leaves a Georgia prison and heads to a North Carolina halfway house. The Senate Finance Committee continues work on health care reform. And President Clinton honors the nation's top high school seniors. It is now 8:34. That's the news. Time to go back over to Bryant and Katie.
Kind of like the rest of the country is starting the weekend early, too, right? Not a lot on the board there today.
No, it's kind of light, but that's all right.
It's okay. Hey,
yeah.
All the better.
I think entertaining just the same.
Hey, if you think that way. Al Roker is, speaking of entertaining, he's been outside all morning entertaining troops, and he continues to do that as he subs for William Scott. Albert?
Well, good morning, gang, and we've got a great morning out here at Rockefeller Plaza, and hey, did you know it's Canada Day today? All righty, a lot of Canadians here, I guess. And is it true? Is the bacon there round as well?
No, not quite.
It's not?
Not quite, no.
All righty, but the money's funny colors, right?
Oh, yeah.
You like that. So you and it's Canadian Day. Where are you guys from?
We're from Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, Montreal. All right, a lot of Canadians. Also, Baby Day here on the Today Show. Look at all the babies we've got. Okay, what's the group here?
This is Celia.
Uh-huh.
This is Catherine.
Uh-huh.
This is Becky.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, say hello to everybody. There you go. And now over here.
Chanel.
Chanel. Oh, Chanel's a little bashful, but she's very pretty. Oh, and the Lion King. All right. Oh, what a surprise. They've got toys from the Lion King. Okay, and what's your name?
I'm Bonnie. This is Danielle.
Danielle. Oh, look at this. It's so cute. I love it. It's a lot like the NBA. There's lots of dribbling going on here. I like it. Let's check out your weather, show you what's going on for the weekend. Heavy thunderstorms up into the northeast and on into Newfoundland in all likelihood tomorrow. Showers working their way through the Great Lakes and also up into the plains. Sunshine throughout much of the rest of the country and hot. And for Sunday, sizzling conditions through the south. The heat wave continues. Wet weather from the plains into the mid-Mississippi and Ohio valleys. Sunshine in the east and the west. And for the 4th of July, hot as a firecracker, you will see that we've got sunshine throughout much of the country, although there is a wide area of showers from the southwest right on up into the Great Lakes and the mid-Atlantic states. Sunshine everywhere else. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
All right, thank you very much, Al. Right now, 69 degrees. Sunshine will go up to high of 86 at Flushing, New York City, and 82 degrees around Bridgeport and Darien, 80 degrees at Montauk. 5-day weekend coming up almost. Beautiful, hazy, hot, and humid. Chance of late-day scattered thunderstorms on Sunday and Monday. Not real big boomers like what we've had this past week. If you're headed for the beach, it's going to be a good one. Water temperature to cool off, 60 to 65 degrees at the beach, and winds out of the west-southwest about 10 to 15. Al?
And as we like to do on a Friday, the crowd has a message. 1, 2, 3.
What a difference today makes!
I love it when a plan comes together. Back to you guys.
All right, Al, thanks very much. Have a great holiday weekend. Coming up on 8:37, we'll hear from Alec Baldwin as the Shadow. We'll come back right after this.
But I'm afraid you can't see me.